Next up, we have Graham McCann. He's the head of product management and innovation at the Institute of Physics. He's responsible for implementing the electronic publishing strategy for the IOP.
Thank you, Jasper. And thank you, Sam, for that nice warm-up about semantics, which is largely the application I'm talking about. Today, I'm here with a slightly different hat on, representing a Crossref interest group. And today, we're announcing a new initiative from this Crossref interest group on how publishers use taxonomies, a way to share experiences and best practice, and get more out of semantics as a community. So Sam did a great introduction about the two sorts of semantics that we're talking about, automated indexing and subject categorization. And both of those things are commonly in use across our publishing programs. Both of those rely to some extent on taxonomies to provide the vocabulary and the terms and the language to provide the index terms and the subject categorizations. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about those taxonomies and how we use them. There are different types of taxonomies, and we're using a generic term called knowledge models to refer to registries, thesaurus, and taxonomies. So from my experience, 2 years ago, IOP Publishing invested in us in semantic technology to get going with this. And part of the process was creating our own thesaurus for our own content on our own platform. And we had quite a big learning curve to go through there to learn about all those different aspects of how you deal with a thesaurus. This was new knowledge for us. And we even went as far as to release a thesaurus to the community under open access terms. And part of that experience led me to want to be interested in this new taxonomies interest group, which is supported by Crossref, and it was formed by a small number of publishers. And today we'd like to expand that and get more interest and more engagement across the community. One of our initial things really is to set up our website. It's probably quite small, where we're going to encourage people to contribute and to share their experiences of using different knowledge models. It's based around two different pages. This page is a publisher page, which allows publishers to list what knowledge models they're using, and importantly, who at that company to contact to discuss more about how they use semantics. And we also have knowledge model pages, which contain more information about the knowledge models and the publishers that have adopted those knowledge models. Some of these will be very well known, like MESH, and others will be proprietary knowledge models, like the one we have within IOP Publishing. So this is an invitation for you to contribute. If you go to the website, that tiny little green button is how you can contribute your company details or any thesaurus that you're working on. So through this initiative, we want to do a lot of knowledge transfer towards strengthening the infrastructure of scholarly communications. We want to create sort of new standards amongst publishers about which knowledge models we want to adopt, and help smaller publishers as well to get going and to get through that steep learning curve at the beginning. There's also opportunities which we've not explored yet about encouraging service providers to work in a concerted way. We see a lot of benefits for our authors in terms of using standard terminology, say, for example, through an article submission process, and having more industry-agreed keywords. I don't want to go as far as standards. And then downstream, after the publication process, many benefits for discovery, text and data mining, for example, through a more consistent subject categorization could be really improved. And I'd like to finish with the Gartner height curve and ask you to sort of think along with me about where semantic enrichment is in this hype and this curve. Certainly for us, we started with a technology trigger. And I see this initiative from Crossref to share information and work together to produce sort of more standards is really getting us towards a more productive position, so moving us far more to the right on that graph. So please do contribute. Grab me today or tomorrow at these meetings. The website's there. send us an email if you've got something to contribute, or if you know of any other initiatives that we should be involved with. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Graham, for sharing this new Crossref initiative. Next we have...